set, go.
I just got.
Try it again.
It was a balmy summer evening, and a goody crowd was there to well-nigh fill Joe's barroom on the corner of the square. And as the songs and witty stories came through that open door, a vagabond crept slowly in and posed upon the floor. "What have we here?" someone cried. "The wind must have blown it in." "What will it have?" another cried. "Whiskey, rye, or gin?" "Give me a whiskey, that's what I want. I'm out of funds, you know. When I had cash to treat the gang, this hand was never slow." "What? You laugh as though you thought this pocket never held a sou? I once was fixed as well, my boys, as any one of you. There, thanks, that braced me nicely. God bless you, one and all. Next time I pass this good saloon, I'll make another call. What, sing you a song? No, I can't do that. My singing days is cracked. My lean says they're gone. My voice is cracked. My throat's worn out. My lungs are going fast. But give me another whiskey, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you a funny story, but a fact, I promise too. That I was once a decent man, not one of you would think, but I was some 4 or 5 years back. Say, give me another drink. Fill her up, Joe. Put some life into my frame. Such measly drinks to a bum like me are measly tame. 5 fingers there, that's the scheme, and cork and whiskey too. And landlord, my best regards to you. Well, you treated me pretty kindly, and now I'll tell you how. I came to be the dirty sot you see before you now. As I told you, once I was a man with muscles, frame, and health, and but for a blunder, I ought to have made considerable wealth. I was a painter, not one who daubed on bricks and wood, but an artist, for my age was rated pretty good. I made a painting, perhaps you've seen, 'tis called The Chase of Fame. It brought me £1,500 and added to my name. Then I met a woman, now comes the funny part, with eyes that petified your soul and broke into your heart. Boys, did you ever see a woman whose soul you'd give was a... All right, now I lost it. Boys, did you ever see a woman for whom your soul you'd give would have shaped like my little Venus, too beautiful to live, with eyes that beat the KO knot and the wealth of chestnut hair? For if there ever was, there never was another half so fair. Now I was working on a portrait one afternoon in May of a fair-haired boy, a friend of mine, who lived across the way. And my Madeline admired it, and much to my surprise, said she liked to know the man who had such dreamy eyes. Well, it didn't take long to know him, and ere a month had flown, my friend had stolen my darling, and I was left alone. And ere a year of misery had passed above my head, the joy I had treasured so had tarnished and was dead. That's why I took the drink, boys. Well, I never saw you smile. I thought you'd be amused and laughing all the while. Well, what's the matter, friend? There's a teardrop in your eyes. Such little drinks to a bum like me are miserably tame. Now I lost it. I lost it. But if I just so drunk it too. Boys, you ever, I go on back too far. Was you ever see a woman for whom your soul you'd give with a shape like mellow Venus, too beautiful to live, with eyes that beat the KO knot, wealth of chestnut hair? For if there ever was, or never was, another half. I was working on a portrait in the afternoon of May of a fair-haired boy, a friend of mine, lived across in Lay, and my Madeline admired it, and much to my surprise, said she liked to know the man who had such dreamy eyes. Well, it didn't take long to know him, and ere a month had flown, my friend had stolen my darling, and I was left alone. And ere a year of misery had passed above my head, the joy I had treasured so had tarnished and was dead. That's why I took your drink, boys. Why, I never saw you smile. I thought you'd be amused and laughing all the while. What's the matter? Friend, there's a teardrop in your eyes. It's only women and babies that you cry. But give me another whiskey, and I'll be glad. I'll draw right here the picture of the face that drove me mad. Another drink and chalk in hand, this vagabond began to sketch a face that will not buy the soul of any man. And as he placed another lock upon her shapely head, with fearful shriek he leaped and fell across the picture, dead. That's the end. I lose
Oh,
it.
that was sad. She's crying over here. Look at Granny.
No, don't get me.
Granny's crying.
Oh, hi, Granny.
Well, Well, you'd have to have a cold heart not to cry with him the way he read that.
No.
That's the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a touchy.
Well, that was a touching one, all right.